This poem's called Proof That Distance is an Illusion. It's one in a series of coronavirus poems or quarantine poems that talk about isolation and the joys and challenges of being isolated. So I'm calling this one Proof That Distance is an Illusion. How do we connect across interstellar emptiness, so distant from the other stars? Will we ever find ways to communicate? A million light years. Travel time is good for contemplation. Isolation is a gift we embrace by smiling. When you're the only firebird, there's no comfortably fitting in. Expand your brilliant plumage. Quarantine is judgment-free. My quarantine lover, to you I will return. We've sacred time to connect. Communication arises in the warp and weft. To share a kiss like honey is life's sweetest prize. Love blossoms when we're together. I've been running for decades. Where's the time to pause and reflect? Takes a lot of dollars to survive a single day. Some days I climb the landslide. Other days I'm carried down. I do my best at self-reliance. Owe my life to others' help. I stand on shifting sands with fractured projects, quaking plans. If my career defines me, then the plague stole my ID. Serving others is a dependable habit. If I set aside that mantle, what tectonics will subside? Stress and anxiety are dependable traveling companions. It isn't easy to dismiss their service. As I debark in a leap from the Shinkansen, I shout, safe journey, travel on. I hear water in the fountain, wind blows the tops of trees, wood frogs serenade their courting, while the first firefly is lit. A stubborn knot in me untwists, and finally I can breathe. Quarantines teach lessons of intention. Our precious life is a bank of hours. Withdraw your labor and make it rain time currency. Earth grants us 24 hours every day. Sell my span short and I've lost free time that can only be reclaimed nocturnally in lunar-powered, meteoric, galaxy-bedazzled reverie. They say quarantine dreams manifest in the real if you message the new moon at midnight. I pray for all people, health, strength, and wisdom. Power chords for the harmonic life. By empowering others, we lift ourselves up. Compassion is the only revolution. It's time to embody our convictions and brainstorm new ways to grow community. We'll need more chairs and a bigger table. The words on the page come into focus. I set my eyeglasses aside. When migraines abandon their hunt, I say farewell to inflammation. Restful sleep, the reward for a day fully lived. I awake rejuvenated. The kids cook a Cajun tofu dinner, chop chard for Umbrian soup. We talk and dance and laugh together, wash laundry and garden wildly. This precious time with family is indelibly inked upon my soul. To devote a day to nature is a joy beyond compare. I imagine we hiked every park, discovered a new world all around. Deer delivers a vital message. She says, spend time with hawk and river otter, mimic the marshland's rubber band, and the bullfrogs will reply. Among the greatest gifts of quarantine, I count blue skies and silence, clean air, a pause in warming. We can't forget the simple lesson that when we pause in our consuming, we come into balance with the earth. It's here we pour the foundation for sustainability. Preserving earth means all of us. I clear the workbench of unfinished projects. With my son, fix window sashes, fill bike tires for an epic ride, and plant colorful flowers everywhere. How much can I accomplish when my energy is grounded? How much potentiality evaporates in stress? Quarantine becomes the engine of possibility. When I yoke my hemispheres and leverage people power, solutions emerge and multiply. Will we be mulched by the human being lawnmower? Capitalism is tattooed over all our lives. What matters morality when money is our measure? Cash flow becomes a mighty river. I swim against its hypnotic torrent, my love, to draw up on your verdant and inviting isle. Hearts are the only thing of real value in the caring economy. To spend time with you is the greatest grace. Quarantine is a treasure box for storing joy. Loving kindness is the example of how we're truly meant to live. How hard is it to break our patterns, to champion a 4-day work week, confront inequality, and build a renewable economy? We must reject extractive capitalism that externalizes costs. Let's reclaim the power of community ownership. When we labor for each other, we all share in the fruit. In the new rubric of quarantine, coronavirus is a patient teacher. We've evolved a lot already in our craft and collaboration. Goodbye to cartoon stereotypes, Uncle Ben and Aunt Jemima. Good riddance to Columbus, Woodrow Wilson, white supremacy. We'll shatter the Confederacy's last stand for the Civil War's finale. But to prevent foreclosure on the mind, we must free imagination. A paradigm shift reveals the fifth dimension. Let's just say it points within. We'll track our song lines back to source and rejoin the Dreamtime Symphony. In life's book of hours, quarantine is writ large. Mother Nature bade us nourish her most delicate orchids. We turn back heat with moss and bark. Earth reminds us that we root in the cascade. There's no safe harbor for the hurricane. As our winds subside, we celebrate with song and abolish obstacles to joyful puddle jumping. As we dance among the water lilies, you are my chaotic attractor. Uprooted from the compost, we'll organize community at the cellular level. Expressing grief for our shared suffering, we banish war from the theater, but hunger is an eager understudy. It shouldn't take disease to bring us together. What lessons inform how we will gather in the future? I learned that my love for you frees me from enclosures, that with your help I fly. I may compose an elaborate opera, but I remain a solitary voice in the universal holy choir. I'm grateful to the quarantine. It's holding time and space for love. I plumb the deep blue sky for messages, leap laughing into awe and wonder. Life's work plays out against a backdrop of greater purpose. Wisdom flickers in the light of a solitary quarantine lamp. If you employ a concave mirror, it becomes a focused beacon to guide lost explorers home. Clamber back on board what's real, earthly flora that sustain. We'll water this garden with isolation hours. Freedom sprouts from opportunity. Quarantine's patient germination will overcome our long oppression. We protest to change the system. Let our peace prepare the way. Namaste. Have a great day. It's beautiful out here. I hope you get to enjoy it. Take care.